Hey everybody, it's Jenny here, just coming with an update on how things are going in the diet front around the holiday season. Um, it's been a while since I've done some videos, and that is intentional. Actually, somebody, and I can't remember who it was a gentleman who recommended only weighing in once a week, which is what most diets do. I am so programmed from HCG, which is kind of the only real diet I do when I weigh myself. Other than that, I just randomly get on the scale and I kind of always am trying this diet, that diet, trying to eat right, blah, 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 blah. 99.9% of the time being unsuccessful. But with HCG, they highly recommend you get on the scale every day because of the amount of weight loss that goes along with it. And then that's highly motivating because it's a very restrictive diet and you kind of need that extra positive reinforcer to help you through. I realize when not on HCG, this is probably not a good thing to do, especially for me because my weight fluctuates so much. So I decided not to get on the scale and wait until get on this morning and see how things are going. And my weight didn't really change. So a week ago, I don't have dates on here. Oh yeah, here we go. Yeah, I'm actually up a little bit. I'm up a little bit from last week. So there you go. There's me trying to do a modified OMAD. Clearly, modified OMAD is not the way to do it. You need to be strict, just like you need to be on HCG. I don't know why these other diets are so difficult for me. I do much better on HCG. I guess I just know that if I'm going to be eating extra food on HCG, that it's the amount of weight is going to be, it escalates up. You need to keep that caloric intake down for everything to work properly. And you don't have any cravings really on it. I shouldn't say you don't have cravings. You have no hunger. Whereas I find myself waking up some mornings being hungry, which is very unusual. I've never been somebody who's been hungry in the morning. I've always been able to, my whole life, skip breakfast and not even think twice about it. So I don't know what's all happening here. So what am I going to do? I don't know. This is just one of those honest videos where I don't have anything really good to say. I know myself. I don't want to commit to something that I know I'm not going to do. I kind of tried OMAD. I did it for the most part. But I would say within that window of time, I sort of had 2 small meals. So I didn't really just have one meal. And really, I probably within a 2-hour window of time. So it was intermittent fasting for sure, but clearly intermittent fasting in and of itself wasn't enough to make it work. And I'm also struggling with my schedule a little bit because I'm finding that a lot more kids are booking me in the evenings, and I used to just not even opening evenings at all, but it's a long story. But I have worth of work 7 days a week that is no longer available due to Chinese government regulations and time change. So the time changed so that now everything is so much earlier for us and we end an hour earlier in the day. And at the same time that happened, the government in China said, you know what, kids can't be having classes past 9 p.m. So 8:30 p.m. is the last possible booking of a class. It used to be 9:30 p.m. was the last booking. The kids could take classes till 10 p.m. online at home. So yeah, the Chinese government does regulate what you can do in your home. The different hours of the day. So no companies are allowed to provide classes. And with the time change now, I used to work till 10 o'clock in the morning. I now only work till 8 o'clock in the morning. So I felt like to supplement, not that I need this money. I don't live on this money. It's like extra money, but I don't know. I don't know. It's just that part of me that just sort of wants to work, but I don't want to do a 9 to 5. So I feel like to make up for that, I want to do some evening classes. There's also other factors involved in there too. There's different incentives in the company. You have to work so many hours and so many days in order to get a pay raise. You have to have so many hours in certain time slots, and then so many total classes within the course of a year. So that also motivates me to keep going. And I also fear that those kind of restrictions that are in the one company I work for are coming on the second company. So in the first company, I'm trying to get as many classes as possible. You know what? It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. You don't care about any of this. The bottom line is I am now opening up classes in the evening, and kids are booking them. So now I'm kind of on a split shift in my life in that I'm working in the evening. I normally would go to bed about 7:30, 8 o'clock at night and wake up in the morning. And I'm waking up earlier in the morning than I normally would. I am getting up now at 4:30 in the morning, and I have opened a couple slots that are 4:30 a.m. slots, which means I would have to wake up at 4 in the morning if I were to actually teach that class. I don't know if those are going to get booked, but I have that for the next couple of weeks, and I have most of my evenings, at least an hour's worth of classes booked in the evenings, some of them up to 2 hours, and then I stop it there because by 10 p.m. I need to go to bed, especially if I'm going to be up at 4 a.m. So why am I telling you all this? I'm telling you this because I do fine. I do my OMAD, or intermittent fasting. I can't even call it OMAD that I did. I ate within a small window of time. And then I go to bed and take a quick nap because I'm like, I have 2 hours before my evening class start. I wake up, I teach the class, and I want to eat after those classes are over. It's really not good for me and my diet. It's good for my wallet to have these extra classes at night. It is not good. So I have to figure out a way. I have to think of some sort of incentive for myself to prevent me from eating. I want to have something to eat when I wake up after that nap and teach those classes. It's just like the adrenaline's going, you're motivated, you're teaching the class, you're excited. And then it all goes to pot. If I want to have something to eat, which is what happened the past 2 nights. I noticed this habit is starting to ingrain itself. So I need to figure that out too. I don't want to give up teaching at night. I mean, that worked when I didn't have night classes. I just go to bed early and I would have a good solid 9 hours of sleep and then get up and have a good day. When the weather was nice outside, I would make myself go out into the sun. So then I wasn't eating because I was sitting outside. And that would get my tan on and it would prevent me from eating. So that worked. It's now winter in Cleveland. So there's no going outside. There's avoiding going outside. There's not even like I want to run or walk or do anything outside. I don't even want to get in the car and go anywhere. It's just I don't want to put on the coat. Luckily the weather's been doing really well and there hasn't been much snow. So there's no worrying about boots or anything like that, but or slushing and yuck and wet and all that. That's just, part of the winter that sometimes it's like, yeah, no. I got to go do anything today. I'll make a laundry list of things to do on a day that I have to go out anyway, like on one of my women's study mornings. So I'll have like a list of like 5 other places I'm going to stop at afterwards because I have to get in the car and go someplace. Other than that, I'm just not motivated to do it, which, probably affects my whole psyche. But certainly affects just the amount of time that I'm moving around. All right, so this is rambling. So these are all the things I need to figure out. Here's the good news. I have been faithful to get on the scale for an hour every day. I have. Even if I've had my study in the morning, I've gotten on in the afternoon. Every Sunday when there's a Browns game, I am on for at least an hour and a half. Yesterday was 2.5 hours. The entire game I was on. So that was good. My legs were sore yesterday and I woke up this morning and they really weren't that sore. So that's a good thing too. Now, I only, I mentioned before, I do an incline of 9 at a speed of 3 for about between 30 and 45 minutes. And then I usually bring it down to like 5. Then I bring it down to 3. And then I bring it down to 0 by the time I hit an hour's time. And then what I did also after an hour this time is I dropped, I'm sorry, you probably can't, I just got like a notification. I brought down the speed a little bit just so that I could keep walking because I was like sweating. The games make me sweat. Those Browns are going to be the death of me. Yes, they won, but didn't look good. Not for all the talent we have. We need to get it together. Coaching. These boys need better coaching. They need better discipline, which is coaching. They need better technique, which is coaching. They need better play calls, coaching. And coaching. I hate to say it, but I don't know if it's all the head coach or if it's individual coaches, but some of those players look way better last year. Okay, you don't care about this. Rambling. All right, I have a class that's going to come up. You can tell I had an entire half an hour to kill here. I had one class that got canceled over 24 hours ago, and I didn't notice it, so I didn't open it back up for somebody else. So here we go. Not getting paid for this time because nobody was booked during this time, but all right. Oh, I'll tell you something I'm doing this week, and I don't know how this is going to affect anything. In fact, that's the message that I just got. Oh. What? I don't understand what she said initially. I'm doing this cleanse. A girlfriend of mine is now one of these, distributors, one of those home-based business kind of things. Met with her the other day for lunch, early dinner. That's the one I told you about that was at like 4:30. And she dropped this box of this cleanse. Oh, try this out. And she just dropped it in my purse. So I am doing that this week. They're just pills. It's not something you have to drink. But I just texted her this morning and said, what is acceptable to eat and drink on this and not eat and not drink? Because I noticed she ordered like breaded haddock with sweet potato fries with her meal. So it's not like you couldn't have any carbs. But then she wrote and said that you're to refrain from alcohol and carbs. So, all right. I'll refrain from alcohol and carbs. Refraining from alcohol, no problem whatsoever. Refrain. Does that mean omit? Probably not, because she had the breaded haddock. Just eliminate as best you can. Okay, I can do that. What am I gonna? I don't think I have a lot of non-carb food. I have salad. Just got to find some. I guess she had breaded haddock. I can have like breaded. I have some good organic Purdue chicken nuggets, which are pretty good, actually. I'm not a chicken nugget fan. I've never been. Tastes very, very processed to me. I don't like it, but I like these nuggets. So I guess I could do that. There's also carbs in meatballs. I'm trying to think of what kind of protein I could have with the salad. I'll have to look into it. So I'll let you know how that goes. She just finished hers. She said she lost 3 pounds in the week. If I lost 3 pounds this week, that would be good. But I would expect to lose 3 pounds if I'm going to go an entire week without eating carbs. I'll be honest with you. So I'll keep you posted on that. All right. So it's day 1 of the cleanse. It's supposed to be a gentle cleanse. So it's not anything crazy, but it's supposed to, overall, it has a lot of probiotics and it's supposed to be good for your gut health and blah, 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 blah. So we'll see. We'll see how that goes. I'll keep you up to date. Okay. Gotta go. Sorry if you've clicked off on this already. I apologize. I will wait a week and tell you how the cleanse goes with a week of refraining as best I can. I guess refrain means to completely not do it. She didn't follow that. Try to go low carb / no carb. And and let you know what happens in the end of a week. All right. Talk to you soon. Oops, I'm clicking on the wrong thing to get out of here. Goodbye.